It's the usual. It's the usual suspects. This is gonna be the very first live stream of this season.
I want to see what the thumbnail looks like.
See what the thumbs up. All right. Aloha Manga Club. It is your boy Lohali, along with Jin Graves and our special guest today, AmeskeOHJ, the man who is basically always our first guest on every new round of guests that we do because we love him just so much. So, how you doing today,
Dude,
Graves?
you should see if you can get Alonzi on here. He's new. Well, he's looking for stuff to do.
Oh, don't worry. I have my list of guests all ready to go. I've got
What are you talking about?
2 months
Jim
worth of
Graves
guests.
has deep pockets.
He does.
That's true.
So today, the conversation that we're going to be having is something that AmeskeOHJ brought up to myself, and that is, should you become a master of a singular manga, or should you become basically a jack of all trades? The idea behind this is, in specializing in a manga, are you going to become somebody like Tekken 101, who's the walking encyclopedia of both Bleach and One Piece? Or you're going to be somebody like me who has read, 200 plus series, hundreds of volumes, thousands of volumes, and can tell you a little bit about each individual one. Which one of these is a better idea? And honestly, this is such an exciting topic because I think it's something that... Or
you could be someone like me who does both. Or has done both.
And I've done both too. So if you wouldn't mind describing this idea a little bit more, just so we can understand a little bit better, OJ.
Okay, well, I think that the whole not jack of all trades, the master of one started with the big three, when people would get into one series of the bunch, and then they would, completely crush on the other ones. Like if you were a fan of Naruto, you'd go against One Piece. If you're a fan of One Piece, you went to Naruto. My choice of the three was Naruto, but I have a kind of a love-hate relationship with this book with Naruto for my own reasons, but that was sort of my thing. I was really big into that from like 2008 to 2000 and ended actually. So yeah, but then of course the other side of things is like people who are like Jin Graves, who are just into tons of different series and just their knowledge just spreads all across manga.
Yeah, I mean that's a really good point. Graves, what are you? Are you an expert? Or are you a jack of all trades? Realistically,
I would say both at the same time. Most of my stuff is like fantasy dungeon crawly stuff that I really enjoy, and so usually I try and pick all those up, but then I also enjoy reading everything else. But if you look at my favorite shelf, then you can clearly see that the path is kind of swayed with dungeon crawly stuff.
it's true. But I guess here's another question. This is gonna sound really, really strange. So, OJ, you're kind of doing all sipping from the dessert cup already. I see how it is. I mean, like you said, OJ, you can be a master of all, kind of a jack of all trades. But what happens if there's something even more interesting? What happens if you can become a master of a certain genre? Would you consider that a master of all things, or would you call that a jack of all trades?
Oh, definitely. I mean, there's even masters of like, well, I wouldn't say demographics isn't really a good way of going about it, but I would say there's probably people who are really into shonen battle manga, and they know all about that kind of stuff. People who are like into romance, or there's all kinds of different things you can master and be porn. Like for me, I'm kind of becoming a master of mangaka. I want to try to start getting more stuff from certain mangaka like Urasawa and Oshimi, or Oshimi, I think so. And like Kubo, Witsuru Kubo, and other ones like that. Just try to get as much from those mangaka. I like to be able to say that I've been a master of those certain ones, So yeah, definitely.
I mean, that's awesome. So do you think there are, we're gonna dive into this. So I dive into this a lot deeper as we go further into this hour. But do you think that there's one that, as a new collector, you should do? Before we dive into the pluses and minuses of it.
Okay, I have a good opinion on this one, actually. So I kind of have two ways. If you're beginning a collector, or you're becoming new. I think that the one way you should just choose one manga you want to obsess about. So that way, when you do have more money, you can get more manga. But for now, you can just deal with one. Or two, you can go digital and just have to buy so much. So it's you can get a lot, but you can get
pay as much for a big collection.
I mean, that is an awesome point. What do you think, Graves?
Oh, for sure. I mean, um, or get like a subscription to a couple different magazines. You know, like we did have Shonen Jump back in the day. I know Anime USA and some of the other stuff still has little collections of manga in them that you can get in and read. But like AmeskeOHJ said, um, I mean, every place has a digital hub that you can go in and try them out before you buy them. Most of the time, you can check them out for free. What it is, test the waters, at least like the first couple chapters or so, and see if it's your cup of tea or not. You know.
Absolutely. I mean, let's be honest here. Everyone should, in my opinion, start off as a jack of all trades, because if you don't, you're not going to discover what your passions really are. I mean, you could pick up Bleach one day, or Naruto in the case of OJ over here, because I think that was one of your first, wasn't it? Wasn't it Bleach or Naruto? I can never remember which one.
It was Naruto.
See, all right, so it was Naruto. So you jump into one specific manga and you dive into it, and suddenly that's the only thing that you know. Well, how are you going to expand your horizons? Like, and you might not want to.
Yeah, that's true. But there's also an upside to that too. Is that when you get into one manga, I mean, every little thing about the manga you know about it. I mean, basically versus that's just general mastering. But I'm just saying, like, there is yeah, like you were saying, expand your horizons. For me, actually, it was sort of weird because I was actually going to get out of manga and anime after Naruto. I was like, oh, I'm done. I'm disappointed with this. And I was done. And then I saw, My Hero Academia was coming out. I saw One Punch Man. I was like, oh, maybe I can try to get the manga of these and see if I like that. And that's how I got into manga collecting.
I mean,
so it's kind of like a weird, just
dude, that's awesome. Like I said, like every single time that you bring something up, in our past few videos, you've brought up this fact that this is a little bit off topic, that you almost dropped manga after Naruto, and I just find it really interesting that after that you kind of started to taste test different products and see what you really, really enjoyed.
Well, with Naruto, I didn't get to experience the whole thing. I got to experience like the back, like the part 2, most of that stuff. And so this time I really wanted to kind of like come back. Okay, I was like, okay, Naruto disappointed me. This time I'm going to try different series off, so I don't get disappointed. I don't feel bad by the end of the manga. I'd have a few different ones to try out. So if one ended up bad, I can go to the other one. I can kind of ding dong off of those. If I hate the ending of My Hero Academia, I can go back to One Punch Man and read that and have a good ending supposed to be there. You know what I mean?
Exactly. And Shay brings up a good point. She said she thinks it's important to try all the different demographics, and that she just discovered that she's more into seinen. Than she thinks.
Oh, definitely. I actually just read my first shoujo recently. The library has had it. I want to get it if I can find it because it's out of print. It's really out of print, and that is Sand Chronicles. It's really freaking good. I was always like a shoujo naysayer, and I'm like, this is really freaking good.
So what's that all about?
It's about a girl. Oh man, that's a great story. It's about a girl and her mom who have trouble with money, and they have to go back live back in the home that her mom lived with before she went to Tokyo. So I guess she lives in more of a cold, icy region of Japan, and they had to move back, and she makes friends there, and it's a lot of time skip stuff, or like small time skips. And then as she goes, she ages, and you see this sort of like romance with her and this guy who also has like an unrequited love for her, and it's interesting because you're gonna see this character grow. And there's like this whole hourglass for the Sand Chronicles thing, and time. It's just really amazing. I can go into more about it. I plan to review it eventually. I want to finish it first and do like a full review, but this is really, really freaking good. I was blown away by the show.
Hey, try moving the microphone a little bit closer to your mouth. You're going in and out.
Sorry.
That's okay. Yeah, that's better. Sometimes you move it down. When you move it a little bit, we start to fade out. So Graves, what about you? What's something that you were an expert in originally, or were you ever an expert?
Originally, Shonen Jump. I mean, that's about it, you know. I mean, you and I have talked before, you know, knowing that you and I have collected the magazine since like forever until it went digital, you know, and honestly, you know, I would probably say I was a master of Shonen Jump like almost day one. Um,
This is such a cop out answer.
do what?
This is such a cop out answer.
Why?
Man, I was an expert in a manga magazine that has a bunch of different manga in it. That's what I was an expert in.
This is
I'm
also
a master of Mitsuru Kubo Works.
See, there you go. I'm a master of
Go ahead.
I got nothing, man. Like literally.
Aren't you the master? Aren't you the master of Rave Master? Or...
No, actually, if anything, I'm the master of action manga. I genre it. Delinquent manga.
Yeah. I'm
Am
not
I
really a
the master of
genre.
masters?
I'm definitely not a genre master especially after this manga. I'm definitely more of a mangaka master.
And I think that's an interesting thing. If you become a manga master, does that mean you have to learn about the mangaka themselves? Like, do you have to learn facts about their life?
I'm following Mitsuru Kubo on Instagram.
What?
Post a lot of stuff on there.
But when can you describe like what a master is more like? Does it mean that you have all the facts, you know, tucked away in your head? Do you follow the author exclusive, like that author because of this series exclusively? Like, what does it mean to become a master of a series compared to a master of a genre or a master of a mangaka?
A master of a series?
Yes.
Well, there's definitely a difference. With mangaka, you tend to follow them work by work, and you read the works, and some works are better than others, in your opinion. But with a story, it just depends on if it actually falls off or not. Like Naruto, I think it fell off after the pain off, like really bad.
Yeah.
And that's definitely true. Let me think. What was the question again?
So if you become an expert in one particular manga, like how deep does your expertise have to go?
Well, it really depends. Like for me, I knew everything about Naruto. Like I don't remember anything. I don't have any of that memory anymore. Like I have nothing of Naruto. Like I'm like, what was the next character? I used to have so much knowledge. I knew everything. I knew the mangaka and everything. Yeah, I was really into on that. But now I've literally lost almost all the knowledge.
You're fading out a little bit. Try to adjust your microphone a little bit more.
Okay. Let me
There
see.
we go. There we go. Got that.
Yeah. If it does go out, let me know because I'll have to unplug it and replug it back.
Oh
in.
man, well, so I have a question.
Oh no.
What?
So are there other things besides like master status that you can get? You know, like maybe you know all about like the manga itself, but maybe you know like what happened when the mangaka was writing it, or you know, like all this other different stuff besides just knowing about the manga and whatnot.
Well, I mean, if you're gonna go that way, you need to have your apprentice. You need to have your apprentice, your journeyman, and your expert level, and then your master, and then finally your turtle master. Turtle master is the highest that you can go because obviously Moten Rushi is the greatest master of all things in the world.
Well, obviously, it's hard to really say who's a master of what because, like, people can say they know all this, but then you quiz them and like, oh, I don't remember this or whatever. It's really hard to say like who knows all. You know, people remember and forget things, you know, all the time.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things that can you lose your master status, or once you've been that master, are you permanently there?
I don't know if there's really a master. I think it's just like you know a lot about one series, not like a lot about a lot of different series. Like I think that's also on the other side of things. I want to talk about jack of all trades as well.
So
go ahead.
Do people level out at master, or like Lohali tells me, is there like a sage level after you've known about it for so long?
Oh, Jen, you just want to be a sage, don't you?
I mean, we all know that that Otaku Mike is probably the Monster Girl sage.
He's like the ecchi sage.
You're not wrong.
We're not going to talk about that. because
yeah.
me and Mike tried to do a comparison of that, and we found out I was like double him, and I was like, Mike, I'm gonna let you have this title.
That's because you have like triple the manga of anybody else.
Yeah, you're just like the master of like having the most.
Yeah, you're the master of jack of all trades. Wow, that is definitely a
Ooh,
mouthful.
and my mom, the master of manga.
I mean, it's a possibility.
As long as I'm not Big Mom, it's a little weird.
No, you're big mom.
And I don't have a sweet tooth like that.
You sure?
I really don't like that many sweets.
Oh man.
Cake.
But I want to kind of get into jack of all trades now. We've been talking about master and everything. I kind of want to get more into the jack of all trades.
Is there a Master Jack?
Probably.
You.
I mean, there are people who definitely believe they are.
I mean, I'm probably a master jack, a jack master. That
Jack's
sounds
the
wrong.
master.
That sounds so wrong. Sorry, everybody. I
Let's get him,
apologize.
AmeskeOHJ. Let's get him.
No, I'm good.
So, what's your definition of a jack of all trades? Like, what are there
Fingers.
requirements? Are there?
Did you
Finger.
just pick me?
Jim Graves
What-
is the master.
What's a master of all trades? Jim Graves.
Literally.
Oh man, you said that so fast.
Didn't even think about it.
Did
Yeah,
you
Mike, you
finish
are a
the
master.
sentence before he said Jim Graves.
Now, me
That's
personally, I would see myself as a jack of all trades or a master of one. I think I'm kind of a mix. I think that's the same thing with Lil Holly too. I think we're both mixes at this point.
I think the longer that you collect manga, the more that you'll gravitate towards something, but you'll also retain this little bit of knowledge about a bunch of other stuff.
Like for me, I want to be kind of like that middle ground. That's why I'm trying not to have. I'm trying to have a collection like personal collection, something where I have something I really love, because then it's kind of like a mix of both. It's like you don't have everything like Jim Graves. You're not a jack of all trades, but you're also not like a master of one thing. You're just like one thing. I kind of like it this way.
Yeah, I mean, and Graves, he's the
Well, it's not
ultimate
bad.
jack.
Yeah, it's not a bad thing to be jack of all trades. I'm just saying, like, that's just how I prefer it.
Yeah, and what do you prefer, Graves?
Oh, I mean,
Do you prefer jack of all trades?
yeah, for sure. Because I mean, even though there's the whole dungeon crawly fantasy ones that I really enjoy and I really like, and that's what I gravitate towards. Like, if I didn't have anything else in there, I would probably be just bored out of my mind. Like, that's probably why I enjoy them so much, is I have other stuff to kind of feed time to say, yeah, these are so good.
And I mean, like myself, I can read the same as long as the manga is long enough, because again, there's certain manga that are 30 chapters that you can't read 100 times, otherwise you're going to read the same thing over and over and over. But if I were to read something like, I use it every single time, Hajime no Ippo, 1,200 chapters, that's something that I've become close to an expert on. I'd say I'm at that journeyman level, like right here, here's master, here's me, like right here, I'm real close. But I think that becoming a master of that requires you to have this level of dedication where you need to read it and read it and read it and read it and to comprehend it pretty well and to want to examine it. Whereas a jack of all trades, you want to experience this art form that is manga to the fullest of your capabilities, even if you don't realize it. You want to go out there and you want to taste the food from each individual restaurant, each individual plate. You want to go, man, they make the best, this genre makes the best love puddings. This genre over here makes the best roast beef action scenes. I know I'm comparing food to manga, but I'm kind of hungry.
I was like, I don't know if I can go with that or not.
Well, I'm definitely trying to get out of, I think I'm trying to sell 7 of the sins and, possibly maybe another one here. But I'm really trying to, not really get away from, but, kind of lower up my shonen battle stuff and kind of get more into, seinen, josei, shoujo, more other stuff, too.
You should just jump all the way into it.
What?
Just jump all the way into it, freestyle.
That's just something I want to try to start doing, because
Like, I love long-running manga, but I would love to start getting shorter ones because I realize, like, if there's the end, I can, in their place, I can add another manga in their place when they're done, really fast. Whereas other manga, like, showing like long ones, like, oh, My Academia is it's gonna be going for like 4 or 5, 6 years. So,
Right.
I used to disagree with that opinion. I used to actually disagree with that opinion. Now I'm starting to say, yeah, that's probably
So back to what Lohali said. So what do you call somebody that's only read it once and has like the whole thing in their head?
Genius.
Like a freaking sorcerer. You hear that?
Yeah, I mean, you're a wizard at that point.
I think the reason I was going out was because the fans on me. I kind of moved a little bit this way. And
You're a wizard, Harry.
Oh, Harry Potter.
I don't. I was just
Harry
thinking
Potter
about
expert.
one of our other ones, because we could get into the whole like thing about what you have on your shelves and whatnot. Like you want to put stuff on there that you've read that you can read continuously. But I mean, almost all my stuff I've only read once, and it's kind of screwed itself in there. I mean, like you could ask me about certain parts, and I could be like, yeah, sure, this is what happens in it, or different stuff like that.
I mean, it's simply amazing. That's what it is.
Right. I feel like if we just open up my head, there's like a manga Rubik's Cube in there.
So
if only one day they can upload your consciousness on a computer, you could basically put all that up and everybody can have it.
I told somebody that the other day. I go, I wish there was a matrix system for you to upload parts of my brain. They go, why? I go, because you just say stuff, and then my brain just starts flooding with different manga scenes of what happened, and they're like, you're just a nerd.
I mean, yeah. Aren't we all a little bit nerdy? Isn't that okay? Isn't that okay to be here?
Yeah.
Well, that'd be kind of cool though in the future, like where if you read something just a minute ago, and like all you can do is like immediately take that memory and like just keep it yourself, like copy of it and send somebody else, and be like, oh, okay, now that'd be kind of a cool idea, but I know it's kind of like it's completely fine.
It might be really bad though if I did that to y'all, because then you guys would be like, oh wow, all this manga is awesome. You'd be like, no.
Yeah, we would. We'd be like, oh my god, this is awesome, and then we read it ourselves with our own minds. We're like,
Yeah, take this back, Jim Graves.
take this crap. Don't you put Goblin Slayer behind me.
Lohali would be like,
What did you say, Graves?
I hate Rurouni Kenshin, but it's so good.
No.
And then you'd be like, why is Goblin Slayer like one of the best manga? I hate it.
So Shay actually has a question for all of us.
All right.
What series do you consider your specialty?
A particular series?
Just give me a particular series. I saw that look in your eyes right then and there.
Again.
All right, OJ, you're up. Knock it out of the park for us.
Oh, like what I know about again?
Well,
I know that it's my guilty pleasure because while it's not guilty pleasure, I would call it that. I think that the way they kind of go with like romance in it, it's kind of like it's there but it's not there. You know what I mean? It's kind of like they play with it a lot, and I don't know why, but I tend to like it when they play with it sometimes. When they have romance where it's kind of like they tease you a lot,
Right.
I don't know why I like that though. But anyway, again, also has it where it's like besides that, there's also a lot of great stuff. Also, there's also like the whole Wenden thing, like the whole Japanese traditional cheering sort of team. They have like the ones, and they learn about how they do certain dances and everything, and how this one. It's just amazing. The time travel stuff, crazy. Didn't you read? You have that on your TBR. You have got to read.
I'm having a hard time hearing you right now.
Oh, sorry.
I think that's good. I think it might actually be the cord in the actual thing itself. It sounds weird. We'll figure it out. I want you to have a good microphone. That way, when you go onto the Dadcast, you give the same high quality content.
Oh, don't worry, Dadcast don't need this high quality.
They can deal with my regular headphone mic.
Hey, Jim Graves feels like wherever he walks in the door, it's already high quality.
Well, good thing you're not walking in the door then, because you're staying at home. Oh! So, Grace, is there one series that you would consider yourself an expert on? Your specialty. And it
just
cannot be
one
shown in
series?
Jump. It cannot be shown in Jump. And what draws you to that
No,
series?
I mean, I would say my specialty is just my library. Like everything else outside of it is kind of like I don't know anything about it really, but everything in my library I can basically be like, it's like an encyclopedia. Like I can regurgitate all of it and be like, hey, this is da 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 da. I mean, honestly though, probably I would say any underrated manga is probably more of my specialty because I have to reach into my brain and pull it out so much.
I
Trying to
mean,
recommend it, get the flow going.
if
So
we're
I have
gonna
a
be,
question for you guys, a really big one. This is kind of like this. Oh, keep going, keep going. We'll do it after you guys do you answer the question.
Yes,
I was just gonna make fun of.
I am taller than Lohali.
I'm talking Loholi too.
Most people are taller than Lohali. We get it, guys.
Hey, if we spiked your hair up like Vash the Stampede, like you'd probably be taller than most of us.
I mean, it'd
That's
be
true.
close. It'd be real close. But I love how your answer to the question of what's your specialty in manga is 4,000 volumes. So what do you specialize in? Oh,
Man,
I just specialize in my 4,000
surprised.
volume collection.
I specialize in you guys.
I specialize in your heart and your love.
Yeah, see,
I specialize in trolling Mike.
Don't tell Sydney.
I thought you specialized in trolling Migs.
No. I don't troll Mix.
You jester Migs.
Gesture is just like a sign of respect. It's like, man, you make me laugh every time you make a video. It's not like I'm laughing at you kind of thing.
Man, that hurts my feelings. You've never made a video making fun of me.
I never made a video. I never made a video making fun of.
You don't jester me, OJ.
Well, you're Johnny Tsunami.
I'm Aloha
no,
Lohali.
Not Johnny Tsunami. Is it Johnny Tsunami from the first one or Johnny Tsunami from the second one?
I didn't watch the second one.
So
it's
what
either
was it?
surfboards or rollerblading or skateboards.
Oh man, I don't remember.
So what was your question, OJ?
Oh, answer. Did you answer your question yet? They answer the question that you're a master of.
I never did. You know why? So I'm actually a master. If somebody were to put a flame to my collection instead of a gun to my head, but a flame to my collection, they were to say, which one of these manga do you have memorized? I would have to honestly say I know the most about. Oh, it's gonna be a tie actually. A tie between Hajime no Ippo and One Piece. Just the amount of times that I've read them.
Yeah. I'm just looking and seeing if there's any other manga that I have that I have that same thing for. Probably Ajin. Maybe Ajin. I haven't made that shit in a while.
Dungeon.
I need to reread that again.
Oh.
Really badly.
So what was your question before I forget it, because I will.
Okay, so the question kind of goes with your guys. It's going to be a quick question. What's one manga that you think that you have and nobody else has that you think you're kind of a master of slightly? But at least, nobody else has it that you know of in the manga tube sphere that you think you're somewhat of a master of.
Oh, I mean, both of y'all can answer that one. For me,
Suikoden?
Yeah, it's my number one.
What do you think? What's yours, Lil Holly?
Which one do I have that I don't think a lot of people know about?
That you kind of have a specialty for. A little
Yeah,
bit,
like nobody else has it, or
Oh, that'd
very
be-
few people have it, and you have a specialty of it.
That would be easy. Eden Zero, because literally I
have
have not
it.
seen. Do you have? See, boom. But you know who doesn't have it?
Jin has it, doesn't he?
Nope.
Wow, really?
Ask him. Hey, Jin.
And you don't have Eden Zero? How dare you?
Not Eden. Sorry, not Eden Zero.
have-
Rave Master.
you have-
Rave
Oh,
Master.
Okay,
Hey.
I was like, Eden Zero is on
How
the
did you miss
shelf
out on
with
that?
Fairy Tale. What are you talking about?
I have one, but well, I think everybody has that one. Never mind. I'm not.
Like I said, Eden Zero is mine, and I know that if Graves doesn't have it,
Rave
very few people have it.
Oh,
Rave
What?
Master.
Darn right. Thank you.
Yeah, you said Eden Zero again.
Darn it!
You're gonna be like, ah!
I think everybody has everything that I have.
I was gonna say maybe there's like 3 of them that I know that not a lot of people have that I know of. I know.
Yankees.
Maybe. Well, there's a newer one that I've been really liking that nobody. Well, people probably getting action. Never mind. We'll come back to this.
No. We all know it's Yankees.
No, everybody has that one. Lindsay, Tut, Jin, or not Jin. Mike has it. People have it.
Hey, I have the Yankees too.
Oh, you have it too, but no, everybody knows you have everything. So, I'm gonna go with.
Obviously not if Jin
You guys should look.
Please being mean to me.
Why would I ever be mean?
But do you have Livingstone? Holly?
No, I do not.
There's one that people might not have. Maybe Fire Punch, but I think people have that too. But that one's kind of like a guilty pleasure. I don't even know if it's guilty pleasure. It's kind of guilty. And then maybe Devil's Line. I don't know. Those 3 probably. I don't know.
I don't have Devil's Line.
I know that, and that's why I was going to say that one. I'm like, anything that Jin does not have that I know he doesn't have, I'll go with that.
You're so mean. I can't believe you.
Maybe Siren. You don't have Siren yet, do you, Laholi?
No, I do not.
You need to get Siren. It's really good.
What's it about?
It's about people with psychic abilities. They're basically put into this sort of like world where they have to keep going back over and over again to like beat this game, and it's sort of like every time they go in, they're like,
oh, sorry, I was thinking of something completely different. Yeah, no, I've read
Siren's
Siren.
kind of like Matrix. Siren's kind of like Matrix, SAO, and Bleach mixed together.
Don't you dare insult Siren like that. It is not like SAO at all. Sorry.
Oh well, I mean, in the sense like it's a kind of isekai in that sense. You know, it's kind of like the same kind of like, ooh, you know.
But is it really an isekai if they're just going into the future?
Oh, don't tell us! Don't tell them. Now they all know. Now they're gonna get it.
All right, guys, we're gonna go back 5 seconds. Isn't it like a beep?
Darn right. It's not like that though. No, for some reason I thought you were talking about something to do with like mermaids. When you said Siren, I was thinking SIREN.
Oh no, that's what I thought too. And somebody first brought it up to me, I was like, "Oh, is that mermaid manga?" And like, no,
well, I've read Siren the manga like 3 times. I just didn't think about other people actually having read it.
Oh, okay.
So
hey, we can all get Reddit if we want it.
I mean, it's a free website. Anyone can go there.
Exactly.
But I think that's all I can think of for like what I have that might be maybe World Trigger. I don't know. Yeah, no, never mind. Toaster, you have it.
I have it.
Yeah, me, Toaster, and Lowly. I'd agree with you on that one, though. I don't know.
I've forgotten one.
I don't know very many people that do own World Trigger.
What about the Gray Man? Well, that's kind of big. That's bad and gone. That used to be huge, I think, right?
It's still kind of big, but yeah, the hiatuses that's taken have been kind of.
I hear it gets really bad too, or whatever, or it gets bad or worse. I don't know.
Don't you dare insult D Gray Man like that.
What?
That's what I've heard.
I agree. I don't know where it's going in these last 2 volumes.
Yeah. It's so sad because the Gray Man and Bleach are the ones I hear that get really bad, and I have to get caught on those 2 things. I'm like, oh man, I don't want to use that.
It's not that bad.
Okay.
So Philly C.S had a question.
Shoot.
It says, of the 4 main demographics of manga, shonen, seinen, shoujo, and josei, what demographic do you want to add more of to your collection, and what demographic do you lack in your collection? And you know what? I'm going to add a third thing. Which demographic do you want to start to slowly purge from your collection? I know OJ answered this a little bit, but I want to hear a little bit more in depth.
Who wants to go first?
You.
Okay. So what was the first question? Just like, because I got 3 of them there. What were they again? What was the first one?
I think we should split this up into doing the first question, all of us answer, and the second question, all of us answer.
So the first question is, what demographic of manga do you want to add more of to your collection?
Definitely seinen. I do want to add. I do want to because I saw this. I saw they had the entire thing of Seinen Chronicles on what was it, eBay for like $75. I want to go in one month and just get that. That would be awesome for my first shoujo in my collection. But I also really want to work on getting more seinen because I don't know. Just there's like Vinland Saga and Monster. I want to get a lot of these like classics that people always talk about. That's my answer. Yeah.
What about you, Mr. Graves?
I would probably say I want to add more josei because I know I have some, but I don't have any of that. Like, I have josei that seems like shoujo.
But do you have
So,
shoujo that seems like Josei?
Josho.
Josho.
yeah. So, I mean, because I know I have a lot of shonen or a lot of shoujo, but I don't think I have very much josei compared to that.
Yeah, I mean, and for those of you that don't know, shonen is usually geared towards young men. Seinen is geared for adulter men. Wow, that sounds really bad. Shoujo is usually aimed towards younger females, and josei is aimed towards adultier females. But yeah, it's true. If I was gonna say that I wanted to add something to my shelves, what demographic? I think I'd like to find some good like rom-coms, and I don't care what demographic they are, but I do enjoy a good rom-com every now and then. So I'm guessing that would probably be in the shoujo, more or less.
And we should add a genre onto this too for doing it.
I mean,
Sure.
why not? I'll add it on. Give me more. I almost said it. Almost said it. Didn't say it. Didn't say it. Stop
I
myself.
heard you say puck.
Hey, that was your one. That was my one
No,
too.
I said puck, like a hockey puck.
Sure you did. Sure you did.
Well, what's the puck? Like Berserk?
I know. I nearly cussed.
Oh,
He
okay.
goes, bah.
Oh, okay. My bad. I was like, what?
Nearly cussed. Don't worry.
Fuck.
Sorry, everyone. Sorry, everyone. That was on me. Like I said, demographic though, I would like to, maybe get a few shoujo on my shelves. That'd be interesting.
Gotta find the right ones that you like though first.
Yeah, I do. I mean, Shay's gonna tell me what to read, like she always does, because she's amazing.
My love story. That's the ultimate one that you need.
I know. Somebody needs to send me that in a text message so I remember. You guys haven't done that yet. You know I don't remember these things. So,
Man, I have. Go ahead.
So, what genre do you want to add? Rom-com, action.
Oh, genre?
Yeah, you said you wanted to add genre into there.
Well, I guess I go with. I really kind of want to get some Junji Ito. I want to get some horror in here eventually. I've not found a good horror. Like Happiness is supposed to be a horror manga. I don't really see it as horror. It's more kind of like psychological. I want to see more like actual horror manga. But then again, I think a lot of Japanese horror style is more psychological than it is actual like the kind of horror we know.
Have you tried Shibuya Goldfish?
I heard of that one. It looks messed up. What is that about?
Goldfish?
That kill?
I guess they eat.
Goldfish that eat people? That's just weird.
Yeah, they're like giant koi or whatever in Japan. And I don't know if they hop around the streets or whatever and eat people, or it's like in the ocean. I haven't gotten to read it yet. I just know that it's horror based.
Let me see. Then the next part of the question was, what do you feel is lacking in your...
Whoa, you didn't tell us yours, Goob.
I told you what genre I wanted. Rom-coms.
What did you want? What did you want, Jin?
Yeah, Jin.
Maybe that's what it was. We left me out. I don't know. I'd like a good I'd say probably a good mystery one. Because I know Case Closed, but then Monster and Promised Neverland are the next two closest to case closed, and nothing else can compare to it. So I mean, if I could find a good mystery one, maybe. But
Have you read Inside Mario yet? That's a good kind of a mystery one.
I have not, but I do have it.
I've heard
That's
it's
kind of a
weird.
good mystery one. I mean, it's different, but it's a cool mystery.
Dun dun dun.
Dun dun dun.
What was the
dun,
next
dun,
question?
dun.
Oh, lacking.
Lacking. Yes, it was lacking. So I have to keep scrolling back up.
I'm lacking both. Well, actually, I'm just lacking shoujo, which I will probably have once I take a month and get this.
Yeah, I mean, I'm. What are you lacking, Jin? Nothing on 4,000 shelves. It's perfectly balanced as all collections should be. The Thanos of our collecting world.
Right. Don't make me click my fingers.
I'll take half of the manga that you've ever owned and put it on my shelves.
I'm getting a warehouse, guys. That would suck.
That would be a lot.
Right? What if it just pick and chose people? So it's like Alohali 50-50. This is like Russian roulette. Will you get your collection at all or no?
That would be I would literally drive to your house and take my collection back by force.
No, I mean like it just disappears.
I would drive to your house and take my half of the collection from you.
You take part of my collection to substitute.
You snapped your fingers. You're in trouble for this one, man. I hate to tell you.
What if I didn't know I had that power?
Yeah, okay, then why would you snap your fingers? Why would it be my collection exactly? That's too specific of a power.
No. Not your collection exactly. It's just 50-50 on everyone's collection.
Then I would drive to your house and take your collection. I mean, this is how it's going to go.
So it would be really bad if it happened that way. And then you're like, wait, I'm going to go, screw it. I'm going to go back and buy these. And every time you put it on your shelf, it disappears.
Well, then I'd take your collection with me and make your collection disappear at the same time. If you're gonna Thanos my collection, I'm gonna Italian job your collection.
What if my collection disappeared too?
Well, then that'd be real unfortunate because you have bad luck. You snapped your fingers and caused it to happen.
We're going to AmeskeOHJ's house.
Dude, my collection's by the small.
We're starting over from the beginning.
Well, actually, I'm not actually that small anymore. I have like 350, I think, right now.
How many?
Okay, we're doing 100 apiece.
You won't get my again. You won't get my again or my Ajin or my Berserk. Those are staying with me forever.
You say that now. Just watch. I said that about Hunter x Hunter, and look where it's at right now, sitting at only volume 20.
Well, Berserk.
Well,
I think Berserk has more of a chance of ending than Hunter
don't look up on my shelf. Don't do it.
You have all of them, I know.
Berserk is already basically.
Yeah, I have like the 35.
Berserk is like they just had like the whole thing with Casca, and then of course, yeah, it's getting there. I think.
Nope, it will never get there.
I think
right now. If that guy dies, I'm going to be totally upset with you.
I say right now, Tagashi will be far back behind Kitaro Mura.
Hey, what if the last volume comes out in English and then he takes his last breath?
That'd
That
be
would
crazy.
be horrible.
That'd be crazy.
It would be the absolute worst.
Gonna taking care of it. Okay, what's the next question?
Yeah,
what manga, what genre, actually, what demographic do you want to reduce from your shelves?
Like I said,
Demographic.
I just want the best.
He did. He based this question off of you.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna say I'm not gonna clean any demographic off of my shelves. Because I only have two demographics. Seinen and Shonen. Can't really clean can't be like, oh, I have too many of these.
Well, I just want to. I think I'm just getting my. There's only one that I really want to get rid of, and that's
all right,
probably
guys.
just
We're changing this from the manga club to the nerd club.
oh my god.
I've got multiple sets of glasses on.
Oh my goodness, you have glasses on now. Well, I have mine on because I'm using the laptop, and it's like way over there.
So what about you, Graves? What genre and what demographic do you need to clean off your shelves?
None.
You have to choose one.
I have to choose one.
You have to choose one demographic and one genre, otherwise your entire collection goes up in flames.
Oh, genre too?
Yep, give me a genre.
Battle.
I would say science fiction battle, written by the same guy that wrote Rave Master.
Fairy tale.
No, I said science fiction battle.
Under the Sins. Man.
Science fiction battle.
Hey,
manga.
hey, Aloha Lee, how far are you? Have you read AOT
Eden
yet?
Zero.
Or Attack on Titan yet?
I've read all the way up to I think volume 10.
Dude, after that it gets like. For it is right now, man. You are missing.
Like, I don't like. I hated the first season of AOT. I hated it, but I really disliked it. I liked the beginning of it, but man, the time skip stuff, crazy. Like they should have started with this. This is like, had like Satan, like, some sort of level of like, it's crazy. It's really crazy. Man.
Am I not
Microphone.
really enough?
Oh, it is.
There we go.
Is it going out?
Yeah, it was going out for a second.
Am I
Okay.
not turtly enough for the Turtle Club?
You're not turtly enough for the Turtle Master Club.
Turtle.
I think it's just for me.
It's because I'm in the King Kai Club.
Master of Disguise.
I'm in the Kai Club.
Man, the thing is, there's not really a genre that I want to clean off my shelves because I am literally a battle manga like enthusiast.
Did you understand the one I was talking about?
Yeah, Eden Zero.
It would be really easy to buy that one back. That's why I picked it.
You're the worst. But yeah, for me, I would get.
I am like a Monkey D. Luffy / Trafalgar Law / Roronoa Solo.
It's Zoro. Do not play this game with me. Do not play this game with me.
Don't make me take it off the shelf.
Cool. Awesome. Take it off the shelf, and it says Zoro.
All mine say Zolo.
I got the Zoros.
Zoro.
You see where the black mask? You know there's only one Zoro.
So guys, is it Gantz or Gantz?
It's Gantz. It's Gantz. 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 That's like asking if it's.
I just watched the first 5 episodes of Gantz or Gantz, whatever, and I'm just like, this ain't as good as I thought it was gonna be.
Dun, dun.
I mean, okay, is it GIF or GIF?
I always said, "Ooh, man, that's hard."
Say that again.
Is it
GIF
GIF
or
or GIF?
GIF or GIF?
Yes.
What are we saying?
Like the
dot,
moving pictures.
GIF, GIF, whatever.
Yeah, it's spelled
GIF?
GIF, like giraffe.
Like a document form, like
Yeah.
JPEG.
Is this a manga?
No,
Oh
this is the moving memes, man.
Like how do you pronounce it?
It's a GIF.
Yourself.
It's a GIF,
Oh.
yeah.
I always thought GIF too. Like I've been saying GIF for the last couple years. People were saying, I was like, oh, I'm saying it wrong. And I was like, I used to say GIF. I'm like, that's how I say it. GIF.
It's definitely GIF.
Hey, I just have to tell y'all, I used to work with this lady. When she said memes, she would call them memes.
Hey,
And I was like, I have no idea what you're talking about. And
Hey,
a
Jim.
week would go by and she'd bring it up again. And I'm like, what are we talking about?
Kawaii, I have literally never heard anyone in real life refer to it as a GIF. Popular opinion is 100% GIF. And the inventor's wrong. It's graphic interface. It's GIF. It's graphic interface. It's not Jaffic interface.
graphic interface. What's the last one?
File. Graphic interface file.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Darn it, Kawaii! I will disagree with you on this one. There's only one time that I will disagree with you,
Hey,
Kawaii.
so Jin, is it simply G or simply G?
Ooh. It's simply G.
Say it again.
Is it simply G or simply G?
Well, I actually say Glee if you catch it. If you caught it like when I first started saying it, like the show, I'd be like simply Glee.
Yeah, it's really funny. I think that like maybe it's just me, but I think America it's more like it's pronounced G like G, and like in the UK and whatever. I always hear a lot of like G's being pronounced, like J's. Like
We're just going to rename Simply Gee, and it's going to be Simply G's. That way, if anybody ever goes G's, I can be like, "Is that simple?"
Anyway, back on topic. So, what are we talking about? Mastering manga, mastering one, or jack of all trades. Have any thoughts on that? Like leftover thoughts on that?
There's not much. I mean, there's still a few more things that we can talk about, but I think that this is kind of a good place to stop, and we can carry on the conversation later, because we are reaching the end of our hour. Are there any?
So, what have you guys been reading?
You know what? This is a good way to end the conversation. I'm liking this.
Simple.
Wait, give me a second. Hold it back up there. Oh, the sand.
3, 4, 5.
I've read like the first 2 out of the library already. They have almost all except for 2. Man, I am like I'm in on this manga. Is great. I love it. They also have all of After School Charisma too. I was thinking about reading that, but I think it's out of print too. Is it? You heard that one?
I think it's still going. I think there's probably a couple of the.
Oh, really?
Print though.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure there's a book coming out this year.
Really?
Yeah, but it's lost a lot of momentum how it used to have.
I also see they have like what was that manga called? It's called Requiem for Rose King. I saw that there. I was like, oh, maybe I'll try that one out.
It's a reprint.
A reprint?
Yeah.
Ooh, might be a good one then, because I like old manga apparently.
I mean, for me, I've been reading. What have you been reading? Sorry,
what have I been reading?
What have you been reading?
I am trying to make it through the rest of Cage of Eden.
Cage of Eden?
You make it sound like it's a slog.
I've started reading it since January, and it's like I read like a couple here and a couple there, and then it's like something makes me take a turn for the worst and read something else that's a little more enjoyable. I was like, I'm just going to dig my heels in and read this one to the end, try and finish it before the end of the month, and move on from there, because I have a lot of series that aren't completed / well, I guess I do have some that are completed, but I'm just trying to catch up on them. And I figured if I can take out ones that won't get more volumes, then I'll eventually be able to catch up on everything.
Man, Jen, you know what? When this year started, I had I think it was 5 series that I wanted to get caught up on, and now I have like a bunch more. Thank you, though. Thank you.
What happens?
I was like, I have Jujutsu Kaisen, which I think is pretty good.
I know both y'all saw my reading list that I put on Twitter.
Oh yeah. Also, I got that one game manga that you really liked that me and both Mike got, and then Mike's never talked about since the day I got it. Since we got it. What is it called? Is everyone trying to pick up girls in a dungeon?
Yeah.
He hasn't said a thing about it yet. I'm like, dude, when are you gonna review it?
I have volume 10 to read of that series.
I gotta get 3.
I found it. I was like, oh gosh.
But yeah, anyway, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
And then I Am a Hero. That's the other one I got caught up on.
No one's asking me what I'm reading.
Are you reading?
We were trying to do it in turns like civilized human beings.
What kind of civilized? Not like the
crazy
Dadcast.
Apes that are in Cage of Eden.
It's true. Those are crazy.
Let me think. Are you reading
Gigantopithecus? That's what it is.
Are you reading? What was the last? What was the last Welcome Back manga? Was it My Hero Academia? Are you reading that?
No. So actually, I've never revealed the secret. I choose a lot of the manga on that just because it was something it just pops in my head. Like I wake up in the morning, I suddenly get the itch to talk about that. I'm like, boom, we'll talk about this one. Realistically, I've been rereading. Well, I've been reading because they come out weekly. One Piece, 7 Deadly Sins.
Oh man,
My Hero Academia. Let's see what else.
Oh man, I can't wait till you guys get to read Samurai 8. Have you read it at all yet? Like,
I have
you?
not. Yeah, I did because that's
Oh man,
Horikoshi's new.
Samurai
Not Horikoshi.
Kishimoto.
Kishimoto's new
Kishimoto.
series.
Yeah, I'm loving it. The first 2 chapters are, man, dude, you're gonna love it when it comes out. I bet you are gonna absolutely love it when you see it. I think it's definitely a you type of manga.
It's actually pretty fun.
I like it. I think it kind of has an Eden Zero vibe to it because of the fact that it's all spacey and technology, has all the extra bits and pieces.
I mean, like I said, it seems pretty interesting. I think the artwork needs to mature just a little bit on that one.
I think they're good with the characters, just like the backgrounds and everything and like the details.
It sounds weird because when you compare it to Tights, Kubo's series, like what I'm about to say is going to sound really weird. There's so much white, and the fact is the line thickness on the drawings aren't very substantial right now. It's such a soft series to look at. Again, everything has more of a rounded feel. So overall, everything kind of just starts to blend into itself. While it looks beautiful, it starts to blend in with itself. I kind of hope they draw the lines just a little bit darker.
I definitely agree. But one thing I gotta give this manga artist over the guy who does Boruto, he does Kishimoto's art style better or more like his style than the guy who's doing Boruto right now. Like, his style is so much better, right?
Yeah. I mean, I read in the comments somewhere that you can tell who Kishimoto, which assistant Kishimoto liked more because of which series he gave them. I mean, he's personally writing this in that guy's series as opposed to Boruto. He's like, here you go. Take care of it. It's fine.
Yeah. And nobody.
Can you really go off of that, though? Because, I mean, a lot of the different people have way different art styles from what their master originally taught them.
Yeah. Oh, I also hear that Samurai 8 is only supposed to be 10 volumes, so it's going to be short.
Okay, I'm going to put it this way. One Piece was supposed to end 10 years ago.
I know. That's what I was going to say. I didn't add that on, my bad.
But the final thing that I'm reading is, so when I was doing research for my latest Monday video, the discussing delinquent manga video, I actually came across the middle series, the bridge series between Crows and Worst. So, and it's called QP. It's only 8 volumes long, and I've been consuming that one. My delinquent manga is still going strong.
Yeah, I saw that video. You're delinquent, Lohali.
Hey, I'm gonna be honest here. The transitions was super awkward because I was standing in the same place, but the camera readjusted itself slightly different, so the background was slightly fuzzier from one thing to the next.
Maybe I should make a delinquent Snorlax.
I mean, hey, you know what? I haven't seen Snorlax in a little while.
Yeah.
But yeah, so this is kind of where we're ending up. Graves, if you want to tell everyone where to find you and what they can catch up, this isn't the end of the discussion because you can carry it on in the comments. You can message any of us to talk about it. Are you a jack of all trades or are you a master of none? Why is Otaku Mike so sexy? All these questions have been answered tonight. And some of them will...
Otaku Mike was talking about me. What the hell?
He's talking about everybody. He thinks everyone's sexy.
Kawaii said I rule YouTube. Where they get their facts, I don't know.
Maybe, but he said... You know what? He did say Jin. Yeah, why is Jin so hot?
Jin, are you still growing your hair out, or did you cut it yet?
Nope, he's gonna grow it out.
All right.
Yeah, it just keeps curling.
Hey,
That's it.
Hey, you got to go to this point. It'll eventually get heavy enough.
Mine's probably long enough that it's probably almost like right underneath Lohali's chin where his is. It curls up so bad though.
Sure.
Look, you ready?
We're gonna have to mohawk your hair eventually.
just pull it up. It's like coming out of his hands.
Believe me, I've already gotten a text message from my sister, and she goes, "So you're growing your hair out, right?" I said, "Yeah."
You know who you look like?
When are you gonna let me straighten it? I was like, "Oh God."
You look like that guy from the Incredibles. That guy that what was he? He's like the bad guy from the first one.
Gosh darn it.
Oh, Syndrome.
I think so. Guy with the black outfit and has orangish hair or whatever.
Yep.
Yes, Syndrome.
Yeah.
And when everyone's super, no one will be.
Maybe.
So anyway, Graves, tell everyone what you're doing. Let them know where they can find you, what you can do, all that good stuff.
So, guys, if we can get Jen Graves is the best hashtag in the comments on like Lohali's next 10 videos or whatever, Lohali will put a Ryu pompadour out of his hair. That's a lot of moose.
I don't know why we're guaranteeing this. It sounds terrible.
I believe in you.
I ain't paying for all that moose. I ain't gonna lie. That's a lot of hair gel.
Maybe we can just use some spray. Maybe there's something that Sydney knows in baking that will hold it up very well.
Yeah, it's called sugar. Sugar and water create a paste.
We're gonna have to caramelize it. Oops.
It'd be permanently delicious. My cat would eat my hair.
We should all cosplay Super Saiyans one day.
Yeah, I mean, I have some more hauls coming, some more controversial videos ish that I'll put out at some point, and just a lot of stuff in general.
I'm excited. It's the end of the month.
True. Whenever I do my catch-up video.
It's very true.
And I also have a string of pop videos that's supposed to come out for me and Bizarre doing this bingo pop thing, but I'm kind of holding off until he starts making his, so I'm not sure when that will be, but I have about 20 of those done already.
Wow.
Right? And then at some point, I will put all these little random thought videos or whatever that I have stored away.
I like those.
My little random thought videos.
Yeah.
I'll just like, I forget they're on there, and then I'm like, hey, let me post this on YouTube. Here we go. Click.
I liked your new Manga Tuber one you did recently.
For first-time manga tubers?
Yeah, that was really good. I like that one.
I tried.
He always tries. What about you, Mr. OJ?
Okay, you guys can catch me on my channel like usual, but I'm on break right now. I'm on break until June, so we'll be back with the manga haul. Hopefully, my manga will be here by that point because I'm still waiting for it. But you guys check my videos out while I still have them. I might do some. I might do another live stream with this now that I have this, and try doing a live stream myself one day. But yeah, you guys catch me over there. Also, I have Instagram, Twitter.
Yeah, we'll have to figure out your mic.
Yeah. Well, I might have to like to Five Below and say, hey, give me a new one.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, I got you one.
You guys, me and AmeskeOHJ will do a really late night live stream too.
Yep. No, I got this thing. It's like
I'm making promises for both of y'all left and right.
Oh my goodness.
Y'all are like, what a dick.
Well, I'd rather do it during like when it's more light out because it's like hard light. Well, lighting's not bad in here, but I like it when the natural lights.
We're doing it at midnight.
Huh?
We're doing it at midnight tonight.
Okay.
And then I guess it's just me. So everyone, thank you so much for being here for this back closer to the microphone. Thank you everyone so much for being here and being a part of this conversation. You can find me. Well, you're here, so you found me. Good job. I'm proud of you. Double thumbs up. My next video is going to be on Friday. Might do a character analysis. Might do another first chapter reread. Not quite sure yet. We'll figure it out once I get there. And then Monday is my manga haul. I think this month is going to be a little more surprising than normal, if I'm going to be completely honest. If you've been paying attention to my videos, you'll know why. If you haven't, you won't. So check that out this coming Monday. And then just stay tuned for the rest of the guests on the Manga Club because this is a great place to be. And hopefully in the next few weeks, I'll get enough time to sit down, rip some audio, and create the podcast.
Ooh.
So you can consume this on Spotify, iTunes, wherever podcasts are sold. Whatever
I have
whatever
one
they
more
are.
question too.
I have one more answer.
So we are almost there, guys, on doing the hitting 450, and I'm gonna let Loho Lee and AmeskeOHJ decide on what I should talk about for my 450 when we hit it.
Ooh.
Ooh la la.
So
Talk
usually I
about.
pick it up myself, but I was like, we're getting there. I'm running out of some ideas that some I want to hold out on, and I was like, I'm gonna ask some friends.
I have a
So,
good idea. Well, actually, we'll hold off later on. We'll talk outside the live stream. I'll give you some ideas.
Yes, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be really, really good.
2 thumbs up.
4 thumbs up. So stay tuned for that. It's gonna be an exciting time. For everyone new and old, welcome and welcome back. It's your boy Loho Lee, signing out.